St. Mark's is an Episcopal church that found its beginnings back in the early 60s up here in Palm Beach Gardens when Palm Beach Gardens was just getting formed. After a few years, started a preschool, like kind of a daycare, which is typical to try to use some of the buildings that were empty during the day. And from that, the school was born. Kind of year by year, another grade was added. And it's like, oh my gosh, all of a sudden we've got, fifth grade here, and then they decided to go ahead and build a middle school in the mid-90s. The school is considered sort of the primary mission of the congregation. So there's a strong relationship between kind of both parts of the family, if you will.
And growing up, I attended St. Mark's. So when it came time to look for a school for our children, I was really excited to come back to the school and explore. And I've been incredibly impressed with the growth from the gymnasium and youth center to the cafeteria and auditorium, the additions of the art studios and science labs. It's amazing how the curriculum has expanded, and as well as the extracurricular offerings and all of the things that our children can explore. With the growth, it's amazing that St. Mark's has really retained the feeling of home, and it was amazing to come back here and see so many familiar and welcoming faces, developing friendships in the classroom, and really becoming part of the St. Mark's family themselves. They're excited to go to school in the morning, and they come home from school feeling empowered and happy, and as a parent, that's something that really warms your heart.
To us, St. Mark's embodies the most important pillars of Christian education and the encouraging and fostering of the fruits of the Spirit, the patience, the love, the kindness. Those are the things that are focused on here in a place where everyone is welcome and everyone is encouraged to express themselves and to express their faith and to cultivate that in a safe environment of love and genuine care.
The campus has undergone a tremendous transformation. When I first started attending services here, way before I had any children, this place looked very different than it does now. It still has the same welcoming and friendly and upbeat and optimistic environment. But what it also has now is a campus that has been structured deliberately to make students safe when they are on this campus.
And these are kids who you see at a very young age. When they see a need, they work to fill it. They see something happening and they want to help. They see a problem and they want to figure it out. And it's just such a joy to see that in children and to help nurture that. To see the children here in either chapel or Eucharist and to feel the energy here, that's that piece that parents, when we walk on campus, you feel it. And that combination of all of that is what families really love.
Educating the mind, of course, is essential to trying to help these little children that come in secure the best that life has to offer you, right? But that is not enough. I want that little child to know they're loved. And that starts so young in trying to form them into that human being that God knows they can be. And it is the head, but it's also what's going on in this, you keep this heart, how they see other people, how they see themselves in relationship to their friends, how they sort of the lens on which they're going to look at the world as they grow up, so that they have some context to take their education and put it to the use that God desires, not just for them, but for the whole of the world. And so the future of the world rests on the shoulders in many ways of that little child. And we as adults and at St. Mark's Church and School, we want to help form that child to be what Jesus would say ultimately we're all called to be, the light of the world.